and for the first time, a gap year program to Israel. It's focusing on service abroad, Israeli outreach, the civilian outreach headquarters Subres Program. It's for young Israelis and Americans who have undergone professional training on behalf of the state, with the aim of exposing, and I like this part, exposing and presenting the Israeli story in an authentic and eye-level way. So I like the way that's put, and we're honored to have the two founding members of this in the studio with us right now, Iddo, Cabiri, and Ilay, Noimark. Again, the founders of Sabres by Israeli spirit. Now, look, before I try to explain any more about what this is actually about, I understand this is sort of meant to be a year of service before the military, so you're fresh out of high school. The only program, as far as I understand, that focuses entirely on the sort of Israeli outreach. Ilay, tell us about it. Tell us about first, what you guys are actually up to here.
So, first of all, thank you very much for having us today. So our program, Sabres, in partnership with Israeli Spirit, which is the largest advocacy organization based in Israel, is essentially a voluntary gap year focused on youth advocacy for Israel. Me and Iddo are going to embark next year on this nationwide tour where we're going to engage with more than 15 locations across the different states.
Here in the U.S.?
In the U.S., across 15 different cities in the U.S., delivering workshops with the ultimate goal of really equipping the youth with the tools to confront anti-Semitism, to navigate this complex discourse surrounding Israel, and also make an impact in their community, really be young ambassadors for Israel.
So just that, the small mission, this is a major undertaking what you guys are describing. Obviously, this is massive. Tell us about where the idea, the concept, how it came together, how you guys met each other, where did this sort of come from?
We both grew up in Israel and moved to California a few years ago. And ever since me and Ilay moved to the US, we both noticed this concerning trend, this pattern, that more and more Jewish American teens are becoming less and less supportive of Israel.
Disconnected. For all the understandable reasons. They're sort of inundated with so much negative messaging around us.
Exactly, and this is especially concerning because of the understanding that this generation is going to occupy key roles in American society, whether in politics, in the media, in the economy. And our role is to make sure they have the tools and the knowledge to navigate the discourse effectively.
Look, how did this idea, where you were living in California, how was this received? What kind of, just in your own communities, you find you get a lot of support, or a lot of people, what was the reaction you're getting from your peers in the U.S.,
Yeah, so it is kind of a unique thing to do, but me and Iddo were spearheaded the scouts together. So we met there in California. We didn't know each other before in Israel. We moved to California sophomore year to the U.S. We met each other, we're in the scouts. And it is a unique thing. A lot of people are very supportive. They think this year is going to be kind of a pilot to see how it works. And we hope that if it goes well, it'll start to be something annual that happens every year, that, youth will influence other youth across the U.S. Us as having this bicultural background, Israel, the U.S., know the language. And really, our ultimate goal is really to help other teens at eye level to influence their community and, make sure Israel's voice will be heard loud and clear.
That's, so strong. I love that eye-level concept. This isn't someone on television or whatever, myself in the studio. You guys are, coming from them as peers, as communities. I know there's a big focus on, returning the kidnapped, the plight of the kidnapped in Gaza. Is this sort of a central piece to what you guys are motivated by or talking about when you're out there?
Yes, so absolutely. We see ourselves as inseparable parts of the broader efforts to bring the hostages home. And we truly believe that gathering international support and raising awareness across the states is a key element in those efforts. I just wanted to add a little note that all of the hostage situation was the biggest motive for us to go on this initiative, to start thinking about how we can be helpful for the country and for all of this situation. We just can't see them back home.
What's missing? In terms of, from where you came from, and you guys have been here for a few weeks at this point, pretty fresh, into this. Were you really frustrated back in California? What was sort of, you're seeing what's happening here. Is it just, you're watching people disappear essentially from the cause, from caring about Israel, feeling connected to it?
Yeah, this is completely inconceivable. The situation was, and as Iddo said, it was one of our biggest motives to start in this, to embark on this initiative. as we wanted to see where we can, provide value to the country and really impact. And we saw that this is the best way to do it. And we can't wait to see them home. And yes.
Do you feel like you're getting the right tools? You're exposed to good people here so far? I mean, you guys are going to be here for most of the year. It's going to be a busy time, meeting all the right advocates and people. I mean, have you already started? Are you being well received so far in Israel, I guess is the question?
Yeah, so absolutely. We also have here family and friends here a lot. We're here for a little vacation. Then we're going to go back to California and then start this tour. I think it's also important to say that at the end of the day, we're part of the Civil Advocacy Center. So this is a completely voluntary initiative. And if people want to support and help us reach even more people in more communities across the U.S., they can go to the Israeli Spirit website, to the Subres Program, and donate and help us. Every contribution helps, no matter the size, to help us get to more teens eventually.
I'm sure more people are going to be interested. They start meeting you guys. There are a lot of people out there, I'm sure who are feeling really frustrated by this, who don't know, where they can go to make a difference or have impact. You guys are going to serve as inspiration. I hope you know that, carry that forward, and hope this little first appearance maybe on our channel help give you guys a boost, a little experience, whatever it is. Ilay, Iddo, rock and roll. Keep going with what you're up to here. Good luck. Godspeed. All the right words there. Be strong for the cause. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.